is here, and he's brought the pictures with him, and we're going to find out if he's going to be ordered to give them back by Judge Pirro or if he can keep them. I really don't know the answer to this one.
I do.
Oh, of course you do. We'll be right back. Her boyfriend Jamal to return some very sexy pictures of her that he has because she does not trust him. She doesn't know what he's going to do with them. She thinks he's going to do something crazy with them if they break up. The Honorable Judge Jeanine Pirro is here to decide if Jamal needs to give the pictures back today. Now, Joanne, we do have the pictures here now. Jamal brought the pictures. Is it okay if the judge and I see what they are?
Only you guys?
Only us.
Yes, only you guys.
Okay, so here are the pictures here.
Yeah.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh.
Oh, boy.
Uh-oh.
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 Okay.
Oh. Look at that.
Don't break it.
Now I know why you want them back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, they're very, very sexy pictures. We cannot show those on television. Okay. Jamal, why are you refusing to give these pictures back to her?
Well, Tyra, I think they're mine. You know, they were given to me as a gift, and I think they deserve to be mine. You know, it was a very monumental moment in our relationship.
That was a monumental moment?
Yeah.
What? In the car that day?
You know, it was, you know, I cherish it as a good memory, you know, and I would cherish it as if a grandchild would cherish some pearl necklaces from their grandmother.
So these sexy pictures of Joanne are as if her grandmother gave her a string of pearls or diamonds that were 200 years old?
Yeah, that's how I cherish it, you know, but the whole thing is, you know, we're back together now, and I feel that she should be able to trust me. You know, why not trust me? And to start off the relationship again, you know, with mistrust issues, I don't, you know, I feel hurt. I feel hurt from that.
Can I say something? No. You trust you? No. Not after you and your friends, you know, my dad, like, you're gonna really go put my pictures on my dad's windshield, like, that's my dad. Why would you do that? Like, that's just not cool.
Well, you gotta understand that, you know, I said that out of anger. You know, we had just broken up. We all go through that, you know. We rant off on.
And how does he know about those pictures? Like, you gonna go run and tell your friend? Like, you couldn't just keep it if you cherish them. Why couldn't you just keep them to yourself?
Well,
you have to go run tell that to your homies? Like, no.
Well, like I said, you know, it was. We all go through it with relationships. You know,
I love how he goes, we all do this. Yeah. We all do this. We all threaten our girlfriends to put a picture or a half-naked picture of them on the windshield of the daddy's car. That's normal.
Yeah,
you should be a lawyer.
Yeah, you know, I'll apologize for that.
Good.
But
so what if it was the other way around? What if she had some pictures of you, like naked, with your face on the picture and the whole thing?
Well,
would you want them back?
I guess I would have to accept that. But no, I wouldn't want them back.
You would not want them back? Okay, so we have Judge Pirro here. I want you to lay down the law here.
All right, first of all, let me ask you a question, Joanne. When you had those pictures developed, you wanted to give them to him as a gift, is that correct?
Yes, I did.
All right, and you agreed to have the pictures taken at the time. It was a special moment, as you call it. So you gave him a gift of a photo that you agreed to take. It was unconditional. There was no conversation that you give it back to me in the event we end up breaking up. And this is a classic example of what happens with young people all the time. They put their pictures on MySpace, on Facebook, and employers look at it, your father looks at it. But here's the bottom line. Are you entitled to that picture back? Absolutely not under the law. You gave it to him and you're going to learn a lesson.
Wow, so the law, wait, let's slow down with the law. The law says she gave him the picture.
She gave it to him. It was an unconditional gift.
Wow.
She didn't say it is premised on the fact that if we break up, you've got to give him back to me. And if you want that to be the case, have him sign something and then sue him.
So, Jamal, how do you feel knowing that legally they are in your possession and you don't have to give them back?
Well, I feel that's great, but then again, you know, I feel that she should be able to trust me that I may have said that, but I wasn't going to do that. That was all from anger.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
It was
so
all
you have
anger.
a point, part two to this.
Part two. There is something called a court of equity, and that means irrespective of the common law or the statutory law in a state, a judge can say what's fair is fair. And you know what? Today is your day, Joanne, and not your day, Jamal. You know why? Because you said, I got angry, and I told my boyfriend, my friend, I was going to put those pictures on her father's windshield. You know what? That's bad faith. Those are dirty hands. You're not entitled to them, so in a court of equity, give them back to her.
Oh! These are now in your possession. Okay. We'll be right back. Who say that their loved ones refuse to give them back their belongings. Judge Jeanine Pirro is deciding who is right and who is wrong. Are you not? Yes. Oh, and she laid down the law last time. And then the street law, which I like. What is that called? Equitable?
Equity.
Equity.
Court of equity.
Court of equity. Now, Jennifer says that her former friend Holly has her prized prom shoes and will not return them. Okay, so Jennifer, how did Holly end up with these prom shoes?
Okay, well, Holly and I were friends. We've been friends on and off for about 5 years now. You know, and over the summertime, especially, we hung out a lot together and, you know, would share shoes and jewelry and clothes and stuff like that. So that's when my shoes actually got into her possession.
Okay.
Since then, we've had a falling out, and I haven't spoke to Holly for 2 months. You know, I'm away at school, and so, you know, I've constantly asked my friends, can I have my shoes back? Can you see if Holly can get my shoes back? This and that, and I haven't received them, and I'd really like them back because they're mine.
Okay, but they're in her house. Okay,
yeah.
So, Holly, why have you not given the shoes back to her?
I feel that I deserve the shoes because she has put me through so much. You know, recently she had taken my boyfriend, and I know these shoes mean a lot to her, but he meant a lot to me.
Wow,
you know?
She took your boyfriend.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, she was the one that I went to with, like, all the problems that we went through. You know, she was the one that I talked to about it.
Oh.
And so she knew that we were together. And, you know, I trusted her, and she basically, like, broke my trust.
Okay, tell me what happened on New Year's, after New Year's.
Well, they had started hanging out a lot, and, you know, I had asked them both if anything was going on. They both said no. A couple days later, she had sent me a message on MySpace. She didn't call me. She didn't come to my house. She sent me a message on MySpace and said that they had feelings for each other, and, you know, they wanted to see how things went.
And this was your boyfriend? Okay, this
Yes.
sounds crazy. Okay, Jennifer, so you took her guy?
Okay, it's true. However, you know, in a way, I kind of feel justified. I did come to Holly and tell her, like, this is what's going on. All throughout the time when I first met him, you know, I knew that they were together. You know, like I said, we were hanging out a lot. We had common friends, common company, you know, and after a while, you know, I did start getting feelings for him, but at first it wasn't not anything like that because I knew that they were together. And he kept telling me, like, I'm not with Holly, we don't go together, you know, and that's just what he was telling me. And like I said, Holly and I, we weren't friends, and so I wasn't talking to her.
Okay, what happened 4 years ago?
Well, that's, you know, what kind of gets into it. In a way, you know, I guess you could say I kind of didn't care because 4 years ago, I was dating this guy pretty seriously, and I ended up losing my virginity to him. And a week later, I found out that Holly lost her virginity to him as well. So I was upset. But we got over it, though. That, you know, that was some time ago. We got over it, and I don't, you know, that's not even an issue between us. I don't even think of that anymore.
Holly?
But, okay, before even any of that, I had just moved to Michigan. I did not know her. I did not know, you know, I didn't know that him and her together. I never saw them together.
Judge Pirro, whose shoes are these?
You know what's interesting about this? It's like so many lawsuits that come through courts in my courtroom and across the country. It's not about those shoes.
At all.
It's about the fact that they are angry with each other. When you peel back the layers of the onion, there's always this emotional component here. Here's the bottom line. Did you ask her for the shoes?
Yeah.
No, you said you asked friends to ask Holly for the shoes, so you never directly asked her. Okay, Holly, how long have the shoes been at your place?
8, 9 months.
Okay, all right. The law is very clear. You abandoned those shoes. You didn't have the chutzpah or the nerve to call Holly up and say,
I'm
give me my
learning
shoes
so
back.
much.
Because, what?
I'm learning so much.
Oh,
She
you are?
abandoned her shoes?
She abandoned them.
Oh, my
She didn't
gosh.
make the appropriate demand for them. And you know what? At the end of the day, you're both hurt. And this is a classic example of this. These shoes are not what this lawsuit is about. Holly thinks you should apologize to her. And the fact that she slept with the same guy you did has nothing to do with the fact that you slept with her boyfriend after you knew that it was her boyfriend. You owe her an apology. But at the end of the day, the law doesn't go with you.
Wow.
That's my verdict.
So are we ready for an apology? Are you ready to give her an apology?
And like you said, it's really not even about the shoes. You know, the shoes, they can be bought again.
So why don't you tell her? What is it about?
But it's really like, I miss you, you know, and I want to have your friendship back.
That's what it's about.
I want to cry. And I'm sorry, but it's just...
All right, give her the shoes back.
And what do you have? Do you accept that apology?
Yes. Hug.
And so, since you own the shoes by law, so do you want to keep them or do you want to give them to Jennifer?
Thank you.
Okay, we'll be right back. You can watch Judge Jeanine Pirro every weekday at 3 p.m. on the CW. Now, you just saw how Judge Pirro ruled. Now I want you to go to TyraShow.com, and I want you to deliberate and tell you how you would have settled these disputes. And if your former friend or ex has something of yours and is refusing to give it back, go to TyraShow.com, and why don't you tell us about it? And while you're there, you can check out more of my photos of my vacation in Palm Springs with my friend and buddy, Robin. We'll see you later.